for a special announcement. Mewtwo has joined the battle as a new fighter! This special bonus fighter will be available to those of you who purchased both the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U version of the game. It's a free download! However, Mewtwo is still in development. It takes a lot of work even to complete one fighter. This completion date is scheduled for spring of 2015. Please stay tuned! Now please take a look at this. It may seem familiar, but some things definitely different. Yep! In the Wii U version, you can have 5-player battles simultaneously. A series first! Now, you won't have to worry about being the fifth wheel when going over to a friend's house. Next, let's take a look at this. Would it be? Yep! In the Wii U version, 6 people can play at the same time! And while we're at it, I'm happy to report that the Wii U version will support up to 8 players simultaneously! However, 8-player Smash is going to be a special mode in the game. Having that many players makes for a very different type of match, so you can only play on particular stages, and you won't be able to play that way online. Of course, if the stages felt too narrow to support 8 players, it would leave something to be desired. So there are a number of bigger stages in the Wii U version. In fact, some stages are so big that they would have made the fighters appear too small on the Nintendo 3DS version, but they look great on the Wii U. These stages are perfect for battles between 5 or more players. I should mention that the probability of these stages appearing in online multiplayer is a bit lower than normal. This is one of the bigger stages, Big Battlefield! We've taken the original Battlefield and expanded it, making it better suited to host battles with multiple fighters. Also, we created special combat conditions for stages like this. Here we have the Great Cave Offensive! This stage is based on the underground labyrinth found in Kirby Superstar. Spread around the stage are unique danger zones. If you hit one, you'll take damage, but there's more to it than that. If you touch one of these areas with over 100% damage, you'll be instantly KO'd! Chase your opponents into them or throw them and let them hit one. There's lots of space to play in and treasure chests appear as well, so there are lots of fun things to discover in these stages. And here's a new stage based on Donkey Kong Country Returns, Jungle Hijinks! It has 2 planes on which the fight can take place, the foreground and the background. You hop in the barrels to blast from front to back and vice versa. Sometimes fighters will even battle on both planes at the same time. Using a blast barrel will temporarily surround a fighter with flames. Though you won't take any damage from it, using a barrel again in this state will lead to an explosion, so be careful! Also, to account for the width of the rear plane, fighters there will fly farther when hit. As for the number of stages, there will be more in the Wii U version than in the 3DS version. The design of the stages is going to be very different between versions as well, so Smash battles will be enjoyable in different ways on each version. Now then, let's run through some full pictures of the stages, except for those common to both platforms. there is one more special stage that won't be ready by the time we release the game. We're thinking of distributing it once the service is ready. The name of the stage is going to be Miiverse! We'll gather up Miiverse posts about each fighter, then have these messages cheer on the fighters when they appear. Once the service is up and running, we'd love for you to post some messages to support your favorite fighters. We're again going to have something like the Snake Codex from Brawl. This time they will happen in Palutena's temple. Hit, Palutena, and Ridley will converse about the fighters.
And not just any Pokemon.
All you have to do is select Pit and execute his downward taunt.
Guess she's taking a break from being kicked. And you've got an opponent who's good at almost everything.
Yeah.
There may even be some special guests that appear. You can also enjoy listening in on some of Team Star Fox's radio chatter on the stages Orbital Gate Assault and Lilac Cruise. We've also included Gower Plane, which you may recognize from the Nintendo 3DS version. Here we have Metalface making a special appearance. He comes out at night and begins some of his unique commentary. You can also KO him, by the way. Pyrosphere is inspired by the Metroid series, so here you'll find Samus' arch-nemesis, Ridley. However, he is not just some boss enemy who is there to interfere with the fighters. Instead, if a fighter attacks Ridley enough, Ridley will join that fighter's side. It really is quite enjoyable to fight alongside a giant boss enemy. Furthermore, if Ridley consumes a certain type of energy, he will become the even more vicious Meta Ridley! If you manage to KO Ridley, you will earn a point for it in the match results. You can even earn a point for KOing Ridley when he's fighting on your side. Also on this stage, you'll find FG2 Gram units, Julians, and Zeros, each of which can be used by fighters. We, of course, have a good number of songs available in the Nintendo 3DS version. But there will be even more in the Wii U game! In fact, it's not even comparable! You won't find this much music in any other action game! Classic Mode has you fighting a series of battles until you reach the final showdown. But the Wii U version will be very different from the Nintendo 3DS game. In the 3DS version, you were able to choose what path you took. But in the Wii U version, you will advance based on how well you survive. To do this, you'll have to rank among the winners of various battles, and you have to dominate the final match. You also have a rival and challengers to deal with, so there are plenty of random events that go down. You can change the difficulty by adjusting the intensity. Of course, the more difficult you make the game, the greater your reward! You can also make it less difficult than normal. By the way, we've made it so that you can play Classic Mode with 2 players. Clear the mode and score some trophies together! When you clear Classic Mode or All-Star Mode, you're shown a short movie featuring the fighter you used. Though short, there is a movie for each fighter, so I hope you'll try and view them all. In All-Star Mode, you must take on all the fighters in the game with a limited number of healing items. In the Nintendo 3DS version, you fought fighters in chronological order, but in the Wii U game, it's the opposite. The newest fighters must be defeated before you can get to the old-school ones. The rest area design has been updated. You can see a coliseum in the background with trophies of the fighters you've defeated lined up on it. And you can enjoy All-Star Mode as a 2-player mode as well. Together, you can defeat this All-Star lineup! In Event Mode, you take on set-themed battles. By clearing stages out, you can begin to see the path forward. There are plenty of fun, unique themes to choose from. And there are 2-player event battles available as well. These 2-player event battles have been created specifically for a pair of fighters working together, so there's a completely different map to work your way across. The impressive new mode Smash Run from the Nintendo 3DS version isn't on the Wii U game. It's a special mode unique to the Nintendo 3DS, where you spend 5 minutes exploring a dungeon-like maze, acquiring power-ups in preparation for a final Smash battle. For the Wii U version, we are introducing a different mode called Smash Tour! Smash Tour is like a board game where you spin a wheel to advance around the map, using items and more as you wish. Up to 4 players can play at once! Instead of moving pieces around, you move Miis. As you advance across the board, you'll collect more fighters to use in battle. If your Miis arrive on the same space, all players will be forced to face off. Fighters are used in the order you acquired them during Smash Tour, and if you defeat someone, you could even steal a fighter from their lineup. Also, you'll be trying to power up your fighters overall. The power-up items are similar to those found in Smash Run. Using items and random events to your advantage is very important, both on the game map and in battles. Completing a circuit through all the checkpoints will make you stronger too. Use events and items to your advantage and win the final showdown. Fighters in the last battle will, of course, be enhanced by all the power-ups their player has gained up to that point. You'll be playing a stock battle at the end, but your stock is made up of all the fighters you've collected through the game, so having plenty of fighters is key. Many things can happen on the board during battles. Please look forward to playing the fighting party game, Smash Tour! Target Blast gives you a time bomb to launch at targets, blow them up, and earn points. It's different than the Nintendo 3DS version because the second bomb you launch is bigger and has a more powerful explosion. It's also heavier, so you must plan out how to use both types of bombs. There are also going to be 3 types of stages. By the way, your scores here will affect your global smash power! Multiplayer mode is now available in the stadium, even for Target Blast! In Target Blast, up to 4 players can play together by taking turns. Multi-Man Smash can be played by up to 4 players simultaneously, and Home Run Contest can be played as a 2-player co-op mode or by taking turns with up to 4 players. When playing Target Blast and Home Run Contest by yourself, the goal is to play it over and over to improve your score. But in multiplayer, there's a brand new type of fun! Master Hand and Crazy Hand have a set of challenges for you. These challenges make up the new mode, Special Orders! Battle by battle, you'll try to advance by winning matches laid out on the order ticket you get. In Master Orders, you'll receive rewards based on the difficulty level of the order you undertake. Tickets are used separately and can only be tried once. Give it a go and get a reward! For Crazy Orders, the rules get changed a bit. It costs gold or a pass just to enter. Then, within a set time limit, you'll choose and fight battles, with each battle becoming harder the longer you survive. Once you feel you've fought enough, you'll face off against Crazy Hand. If you win, you keep all your rewards. But knowing when to stop is like testing your own judgment skills. Of course, since the risk is greater in Crazy Order, the mode can be that much more profitable. And don't forget, Master Hand is the final boss in Classic Mode! Master Core. The mysterious villain also appeared in the Nintendo 3DS game, emerging from the Master Hand. It's wreathed in a jet black swarm and attacks fighters relentlessly. The form it takes is related to the mass of its swarm. Master Shadow. Master Saber. Master Beast. And Master Giant. However, in the Wii U version, there is a form Master Core can take that is much more massive. It's called Master Fortress! The Fortress form will only appear on higher intensity levels. I hope you can make it back alive. The 3D figures, Amiibo! Actually, the first Amiibo to go on sale will be those of the Smash Bros. Fighters. Once an Amiibo figure has been scanned, the fighter can join the battle as a figure player, or FP. Though the Amiibo figure will be weak at first, they will level up and become much stronger. They gain experience fighting, becoming smarter and smarter. You can also help them grow by feeding them extra equipment. You can fight against these veteran Amiibo, team up with them to battle, or even have Amiibo fight each other. Also, Amiibo have the tendency to get even tougher when visiting someone else's house and fighting. Finally, Amiibo will bring you presents from the battles they fight in. There will be many more Amiibo joining the lineup in the future. Boy, is it sweet to line them up like this! On the gamepad, there's a microphone! Using it, you'll be able to talk with your friends.
Let's do timed.
Sounds good.
After creating a match with your friends, go to the fighter selection screen or the results screen. If it looks like this, it means you have your mics on and you can talk to each other. While you're battling, in order to keep your connection as strong as possible, we've disabled voice chat. However, you can talk and compare strategies before you begin or during the results screen.
Let's do it again.
But the most interesting thing you can do with the gamepad in Smash Bros. Is this! Use your imagination to easily design stages! Create 2 points and make a straight line between them. Or press and hold while moving the stylus to draw freehand. If you make it a little too chaotic though, the ground might be a bit unstable, so use a gentle touch. You can place areas that damage fighters with your stylus, just as if you were drawing! And there are plenty of themes you can set up as well. There are 5 themes in all, and you can choose any music you like from the various stage songs. We aim to give you lots of freedom, so you better get creative, because I'll be watching! On the gamepad, there's a microphone!